Hey everyone, this is John, and today we're looking at more interview questions. The one we have today it can be quite tricky. It is, tell me about a time when you had someone in your group who wouldn't do any work, or a time when you failed at something. And basically, the interviewer will ask you about something in your past when you had a specific goal or problem and how you dealt with that. So here they want to see how you have reacted and handled difficult or sensitive situations in the past, and these situations often involve different people as well. So there are many variations of this question, like the ones I mentioned in the last slide. We have a few more here. Tell me about a time when two members of your group had disagreements, when you achieved a big goal in your life, or when you saw a problem and took steps to fix it. So this question can be about a positive experience or about how you dealt with a problem or failure. And in short, you just need to state the goal or the problem, your solution to it, and the positive outcome. And this positive outcome can be something very simple, such as we got the work done on time, but I would also add in a bit at the end about how you can relate this to the job you're applying for. So for example, you could say, from this experience, I have learned that whatever, and how you can use this experience in your new job. So since this question can be asked in so many ways, it's difficult to prepare an answer. However, a good idea is to look at the soft skills mentioned in the job description, because they will likely ask you a question based on the job requirement skills. So for example, if it mentions teamwork, it would be a good idea for you to think about a time where you worked in a team before you go to the interview, because they are likely to ask a question on this. And also using a method to plan out your answers can be really helpful. So all these answers will require you to tell a story explaining how you overcame a problem or achieved a goal, and the method we're going to look at today is called the STAR method. So this stands for situation, task, action, and results. So STAR. The first thing we have here is describe the situation you are in, and you can provide as much detail as you want, and actually providing a lot of detail can be quite useful. Then we need to talk about the task that we had to do, and if your question involved a problem or an issue, then this is when you would introduce the problem as well. Next is the action we did to reach our goal or to solve the problem. And then lastly, the result of our action. So when talking about the result, make sure that the interviewer knows that the positive result was because of your action. And again, also, it's a good idea to try and link what you have learned or gained from this experience back to the job position and how it will help you in the future. So we can use the STAR method to create a few stories before we go to our interview. And actually, one story can be used to answer multiple questions. On the day, they will probably only ask you one, but we just don't know what one. So for example, if the story is about working in a team, obviously you can use this to answer a teamwork question, but with a little bit of editing, just a little bit, we can use this same story to talk about communication or working under stress or completing deadlines as a team. And again, since there are so many potential questions, you may have to create your own answer in the interview on the day, but we can still use the STAR method. So I have an example here, and the question is, tell me about a time when a group member refused to do their share of the work. You can pause the video at the end just to read the whole example. I'm not going to read it all out, but the first paragraph here is the situation. Then we have the task or the problem. Then we have our action to solve this problem. And then finally the result and how we created a positive outcome. So you can add a little bit to the end of the story about, again, what you learned and how you can apply this to your new job. And this story can be edited quite easily with just a little bit of editing to answer different questions, such as working on a tight deadline or working in a stressful situation. So that's the video, everyone. Thank you very much for listening. If you have any questions, you can email me, or any suggestions for future videos. Thank you.